Hi everybody, Eric Swanson with Duraburb here in Orange County, Central Florida, where of course you know us to bring you Duramax powered GM SUVs and SUTs. This SUT is a 2007 Hummer H2. It's on the GMT 800 platform, and this particular vehicle is part of our HD series. The HD series was created in order to use the vehicle in either very heavy duty applications such as armor plating, also where high gross vehicle weight levels are achieved, also in limousine applications where the vehicle is getting stretched, or in racing type applications, which is the situation with this H2. Walking around and looking at the truck, as you can see, it really doesn't stand out as anything all that terribly different, other than the fact that it's got some Duramax badges on it and a 6-inch stainless tip hanging out the back. This New Jersey resident just looks like any other H2. The only thing that's different about this one is, well, it'll run down a C6 Corvette. Now, it does that because it achieves 600 horsepower, 1,200 foot-pounds of torque. Now, you might be wondering how we apply that power with just a little 9.5-inch rear end in the back. What we do is, as you've seen before with some of our other builds, we have a local company that four-links the 10.5-inch or 11.5-inch, it's to the customer's choice, rear differential so that we can bolt it right into the back of the truck. So when we're done, you get a nice OEM look. The 10.5-inch is a terrific rear end for planting a lot of power. It takes less horsepower to spin it, so it's a great choice for high performance applications. When we go under the hood, this is powered by an 07 LBZ Duramax, and as with all of our builds here at Duraburb, you'll notice that everything is in the right place. It fits. It is 10 pounds in a 5-pound bag, that is for sure. But again, you see, everything fits very nicely, and you get a nice clean look when you're finished. We do stick with our cold air induction system, so we pull all the air from the outside. We don't allow any of that 200+ degree engine temperature air getting into the motor and hampering performance and economy. The cooling we've made some improvements and changes there. We're now using 16-inch fans, so we're pulling a little over 3,000 CFM per fan now. So gives us almost 6,500 CFM of cooling, which is really important on the H2 series because you have so little space in here for your cooling pack. It's really, really tight. But again, everything stays GM. So you have a OEM GM radiator, an LBZ intercooler, the stock AC condenser. You'll notice that we're now using the LML transmission oil cooler. That was a really huge improvement. Hummers are notoriously have warm running transmissions because you can only run that small LB7 LOY style transmission oil cooler. This one is almost 2.5 times the size of that, and so it eliminates that pesky warm transmission condition. You'll also notice that we're no longer using factory lines. We use gator lines on all of the Duraburb builds. That's standard on everything here now, just to prevent any future possible transmission oil leaks or anything like that. But looking around under the hood, I mean, everything is nice, clean, in its right location, and it simply works. This is pushed by a 65mm Garrett turbo. Moves 50% more air than the factory turbo, which allows us with a PPE 160 lift pump at 12 psi to move enough fuel through the system that the truck can achieve that 600+ horsepower mark and put 1,200 foot-pounds or more onto those poor 35s. So when we get inside, we'll notice, as with all Duraburb SUVs and SUTs, everything's in the factory location, and it just simply works. The one thing that is noteworthy about this vehicle is that it does feature auto track. This is something that we've been doing for several years now. And the nice thing about AutoTrack is it's kind of like all-wheel drive. Once you engage it, it turns on the front differential and it stages the transfer case, so that if it feels it needs four-wheel drive, it'll engage it, and then if it doesn't see a need for it, it'll disengage it. That's why GM no longer builds all-wheel drive vehicles. You'll notice the new Escalades and the Denali's, they're all auto 4x4, because after all, AutoTrack really is all-wheel drive. The great thing about it is you don't have to run it if you don't want to, and you still keep 4 high and 4 low just like normal. So you get the best of everything in that application, or this type of application. This vehicle is going to New Jersey, and of course they have inclement weather up there, so in the wintertime, so it just seemed like a really good idea. The client went with a custom gauge package. This one's more a little bit of a Escalade type appearance. You'll notice our in-town fuel economy is pretty decent, 14.5. That's about what we see, and on the highway it's right around 19. So, but again, you can run down a Corvette. Of course, we keep our tap shift the same as all Duraburb SUVs. Pull it into manual, and then you'll notice that you have a plus and a minus here. And of course, you can tap up or you can tap down. And that way you retain your manual function. A lot of builders that are out there trying to build vehicles similar to what we produce, they don't offer things like that. They definitely don't offer AutoTrack. Many of them don't even offer the diesel gauge package. But we strive very hard to provide the absolute ideal application or features for your application, so that in the end you get the vehicle that you're looking for. So again, my name is Eric Swanson, and this is Duraburb's Duramax H2HD. So if you're in the market for a diesel SUV and you're looking for something unique and you want it done right, why don't you give us a call here at Duraburb? We'll be happy to help you out. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching our video.